Yo, what up? It's Teddy, Caravan Crypto, and we are going to get into the market for today. It is what's today? August 3rd? August 2nd, Sunday, August 2nd. And we're going to take a look at what happened because this is a great learning opportunity for those who are fresh into crypto, which is going to be a lot of people. This is a great time to learn how this volatility aspect of trading in cryptocurrencies works. Okay, so let's look at the market. First of all, I mean, we got $1,100 Bitcoin, 11,000. I mean, sorry, $11,000 Bitcoin. Man, if a Bitcoin was at 1,100, whew, buy a lot of it. But I'd have a lot of Bitcoin. Anyway, we've got Ethereum at 369. Dude, XRP finally moved. And it's taken the number 3 spot, flipped over Tether. It's at the number 3 spot at 28 cents, which is crazy. And then followed by these two scam coins, which you could still make money on. Then Litecoin, 56 bucks. Hey, that's really good. Cardano still holding strong at 13 cents. It's great. And then you have Chainlink, which actually pumped crazy at 11% in the last 24 hours, which actually is not crazy in crypto. That's nothing. We're still at nothing, guys. All this stuff is still at nothing. A lot of the headlines today are Bitcoin flash crash. It only dropped 4%. It's nothing. That's nothing. Come on now. Come on now. It's crypto. When we're doing 10 and 15% per day, sometimes 20 and 30% per day, that's when we'll be in some real movement. And conversely, it'll drop 20%, 15%, 30% in a day, and then continue back going up. That's called the dip, right? All right, so we're going to talk about this a little bit. All right, so Bitcoin, this is Ethereum, sorry. If we go to, where's my sorry, let me go to my real chart. My real chart here. Where's my real chart? There it is. All right, look, we're going to look at the day chart, okay? Remember, you have green candles followed by red candles. It happens, okay? You want to zoom out and you want to see where we're at in terms of the bigger picture here, okay? We've been up here. We came back down. It's now time to go back up, okay? You have a breakout, a breakdown, a flat line, and then a breakout, a breakdown, and then a flat line, and then a breakout, okay? That's what we have, okay, in market cycles. So when we have these gigantic candles here, these are large candles, man. These big green candles, and this is the day chart. It takes 24 hours to make one of these candles, okay? When we have these big green candles like this, they gotta, a red candle has to follow. And when you have big, large green candles like this, a red candle has to be pretty significant at some point. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that the whole market is crashing, get out of crypto. No, just be cool, man. Have steady hands. This is just how crypto moves. If you know that we are in the beginning of a bull market and you see movement like this, it's so normal. Just chill. This is actually a sign of manipulation. And I'll tell you what, man, of all the signs of manipulation I've seen, let's go down to like the 3-minute chart. Let's see how this happened on a 3-minute chart. And this is indicative of manipulation. So first off, Bitcoin breaks above 12. This is it right here. This was it. Literally, it took 7 minutes. It took 9 minutes for it to break above 12 before commencing some sell-offs. So over here you got people who start taking profits, and that's what happens when you get to big round numbers like 12,000, 13,000, 11,000. Let's see what happened at 11,000. At 11,000, when it first hit, I saw it drop down a little bit. Let me see. Let me try to find it. So we have 11,000. Okay, so look, this is on the 3-minute chart. So these are little tiny itty bitty candles, but they can show you the minute movement. All right, so we had Bitcoin go past 10,960 all the way to 11,400, and then boom, They're like, you know what? It's kind of high for me. Let me take profits. And the people who are like, you know what? I got a sell order at 11,000, but maybe it won't. Maybe it won't dump at 11,000. Let's see how high it goes, because then I could take profits at 12, right? And you know, Bitcoin is known for these big, massive movements, and so waiting for it to go to 12,000, like that's normal. And this is in less than a day. Okay, so it started over here under 10,000, went up to 10,400. People who did have sell orders at 11,000 said, you know what? Let's just wait. Let's just wait. 11,400 kind of started to taper off, and people say, oh, I'm gonna take profits now. I'll just take profits. Boom, 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 boom. People, you know, as soon as a few people start taking profits, most everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people start to follow suit. And then when it kind of dumped down and was trading within this range, other people were like, you know what, let me just take my profits now, I'll buy in later. And boom, 3,000 hit. I mean, on the 3-minute candle, boom, one drop on another big massive candle, and then it went all the way down to 10,600 from 11,400. Okay, we had this huge long wick. Okay, so now let's go back to present day. That was like 4 days ago or 3 days ago, something like that. Let's keep going. Let's go to present day. Sorry, it's gonna take me a minute to run through all this. These are 3-minute candles. Whew! Come on now. All right, we're getting to it. We're getting to it. All right. Now, so boom. All right, we're climbing up of the 11,000s. Going up to 12, we hit 12. People are like, all right, you know what? We already know there's heavy resistance at 12. It's not. Oh, actually, it's not so heavy. The real heavy resistance is at 13,000. So what resistance is basically, you know, if we look previously where Bitcoin trended sideways, or any, you know, you could apply this to any chart, but it trended sideways long enough to have it come back down a little bit, right? So it didn't just blast through 12,000 before. It trended sideways a little bit, and then we had to wait for the market to kind of buy in more, just under 12,000, to push it up to 13. And that's so you know, if people were taking profits at 11, where the resistance wasn't quite as heavy, then we know for sure at 12,000 people are going to take profits, right? And we'll have a battle between the people who are trying to buy into the market and get more money, you know, and get more Bitcoin. I mean, because they want to see it go higher, versus the people who've already been in it and say, you know what, 12,000, I'm going to take some profits here. I'm going to sell some Bitcoin, put some of that in my pocket, or sell off, because I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are going to sell off, and when the price comes down, you know, I'll just buy back in. So you have these sell-offs, right? And people start selling off. You see some red candles here. Boom. Everybody's like, you know what? I'm going to take profits too. This first candle is probably the initial people who are selling off, right? This is like people who are taking profits. They're in the green over here. They're in the profit over here. And then this is people who maybe bought in just a little while ago, who got really scared. Maybe some of those people are you. They get really scared, and then they sell. This second candle always happens, right? It always happens. This second candle is always the people who are like, oh, I'm scared, I'm getting out of the market. And then these guys who sold up here, make sure they follow these guys, and then they start to buy back in. Boop. And now they may have sold in this area over here, 11,600, and bought back in at 10,800, 900, with the same money that they sold out of, and accumulated more Bitcoin. And this is how you accumulate on a short term: is you wait for these sells, or you sell at a certain price, and then you see that the bottom is coming, and you hit that bottom, you buy this dip, right? So we've been climbing, hit a dip, you buy that dip after you sell at the peak, right? And you know, you continue on with your journey, and now we're back at 11,300. Look, if these guys bought at 10,800, and they were playing, let's say they're playing with a whole Bitcoin or more, right? But in increments of whole Bitcoins, you know, right now they just made $500. So on every Bitcoin that they sold. So up here, that whatever they made, whatever profit that they had, maybe it's 3,000, maybe it's 5, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 1. Made a profit, come back in, buy in at the dip around here somewhere, and immediately within that, you know, we're talking about from 9/12 p.m. sold, come back down, and at 9:48 p.m. Buy back in, and then buy an hour later. So within an hour and a half, they made whatever profit they made at the sell up here. Then they buy back in at the bottom, and then they just made another. If they're working with whole Bitcoins, for every whole Bitcoin that they did, made maybe in upwards of $500. If it's at the bottom, it'd be $600, and boom. And now they're just gonna ride it out, and they're just gonna wait for the next time for people to get scared and sell out, or for Bitcoin to make a bigger move. And that's just how the market works, right? You have people just, it's profits, man. People will take profits, especially if they invested early. That's why the more courage that you have to buy when people don't want to buy, the cheaper you get Bitcoin. And we all, man, it's a market, right? So all markets, it doesn't matter if it's used cars, it doesn't matter if it's houses, gold, oil, corn, cotton, whatever it is. Every market has a breakout, a breakdown, and a flat line. There's a high and there's a low. You buy at the low and you sell at the high. I know it sounds fundamentally simple. However, many people do the opposite. Many people buy high and sell low. The reason why you got $11,800, $12,000 Bitcoins is because people are buying it here. People are buying it here. And then when these drops happen, you have people who have shaky hands. They're the ones selling it. These guys who just bought it up here, they're selling it at 10,700, 10,600. The real name of the game, if we're looking at the day chart now, the real name of the game is to buy it down here. Down here. I'm a firm believer in, at this point in time, sub $10,000 Bitcoin, you have nothing to worry about. That's how I feel. Excuse me. Just looking at the math, just looking at where we're going, looking at what everybody's saying, looking at all the projections. If you bought Bitcoin under 10,000, just sit tight and hold. If you get scared every time you see these red candles, don't look at the market anymore. Just know that you got it. Look at it every week, and you'll be happy. You'll be real happy if you look at it every week. This stuff is very short term, okay? And remember, we have these big green candles. Yo, a red one has to come. It's gotta come. Sure as the sun will rise, a red candle will appear, all right? Don't get scared. This is super normal. Let's look at Ethereum. Whoo! Ethereum on a tear, my friend. On a tear. Ethereum, dude, was at 235. July 20th was at 235. And now we're sitting at 368. It was at 416. It's incredible. It's an incredible movement, you guys. Incredible movement. Matter of fact, let's see what we're working with here. Let's see what we're working with. So you bought it. Let's say you bought it down here, right? This may be a good start of the run up. And let's say you just sold it here. Let's say we didn't calculate the $416 price. Let's just calculate the 369, right? 55% in 12 days. Bro, that's really good. That's hella good. And we've seen nothing. This is nothing. 55% in 12 days, dude. Nothing. Ethereum did 4,000% in 2017, bro. 4,000%. 55% in 12 days. Yo, in the stock market, in Forex, all that is 55% in 12 days is like, wow, that's amazing. In crypto, it's nothing. It's nothing. This is a good sign that we're on our way to somewhere way better than this, okay? But, man, this is something to just realize it, okay? If you're investing in crypto, bruh, right now, in July of 2020, you're doing all right, man. You're doing all right, man. Look, let's zoom out a little bit more. Let's zoom out some more, because when all else fails, if you don't know where we're going, zoom out and take a look at where we're at, right? All right, now look, I don't know why it's not loading this data. I need my data. TradingView, you punk, give me my data. It's not giving it to me, man. It's only giving me August of 2017. What the hell, man? Give me the weekly chart. Where is this? September what? 2017. Why is it not giving me my data? All right. Anyway, I'm sorry that it's like this, but uh, I'm trying to show the trend. What's up? What's up, Trading View? I'm sorry, we're experiencing technical difficulties. I apologize. Let me reload everything. Maybe I got too many charts open and stuff like that, and it's just being a pain in the butt. Let me go to the day chart again, once again. So we zoom out, and yes, now it's giving me less data. It's giving me even less data. It's crazy, dude. It's wild. Anyway, we started the bull run in 2017, and if I could show you, what the hell this was looking like back here in July, Bitcoin was like at it was itty bitty, man. It was like I think it was at 3,800 or something like that, or five. Actually, it was probably at like 5,000. And it went from there to 20,000, and that wasn't the start of the bull run. That was like maybe halfway through. And right now we're just in the beginning, right? So I'd say this flash crash is an anomaly that happened in March. This is crazy stuff. I wouldn't even count that. That doesn't even count as a metric. There's too much that converged there. I'd say more of this $7,000, $8,000 range is the beginning, right? So if the middle, if we're trying to peg the middle, that would mean that we're probably looking at an 8 to 10x from here as the middle, right? If we're doing the same exact thing that we did back in 2017, because back in 2017, Bitcoin started at its all-time high. It started at its all-time high at $1,200. So to put things in perspective, Bitcoin was at a low, in a bear market, flatlining, and then it started going up, and it hit its all-time high, and that was at $1,200. And from its all-time high, it did 20x and went to 20,000. All right? It's something to put in perspective here. Right now, we're not even starting at our all-time high at all. We're trying to get back to the all-time high. We're $9,000 away from the all-time high. All right? And we're in the beginning. That would just be the beginning of the bull market. So I'm just trying to convey to you how much profit potential there is. And look, don't take advice from me. I'm just some random guy on YouTube. Don't take financial advice from me. I want you to do your own research, and I want you to put things in perspective for yourself. All right? Don't get shaky hands. Don't be some of these people that are like, oh my gosh, it dropped 4%. Oh, I'm going to lose all my money. Let me sell. Nah, don't do that. Understand where we're at. Understand what's going to happen. There has to be red candles that follow green ones. It can't just all be green. All right. And keep in mind, man, a 30% drop is considered a correction. So let's say we got to 12,000. Let's say we got to 12,000 here, right? We'd have to drop. If we dropped 30%, it's just considered a correction, right? So if we went down to where is this? Holy crap! Where is this? This is low. This is eight grand. Like in traditional markets, even stocks, that's just considered a correction. What does that mean? That means that we got way too overbought on the price, and now we got to come back down, settle at 30%. Like if we settled anywhere in between this, we'd be good. And you could buy back in here. You could sell over here, start seeing a pullback, sell, wait for it to drop, come back in, buy, and we should surpass this area where we started, the initial sell-off. So then we go up, and if we go up, man, if we went up to let's say 16,000, right? What was that? 16,000, yeah, 16,000 right there. Boom. Let's say we got to 16,000 minus 30%. That would put us around 12. 11,400. 11,000. All right, that would put us there. So we could go from 16,000 to 11,000, and that's just considered a correction. It's just considered a correction. That just means that it's dropped enough for the market to cool off, have new entry points, and begin to climb back up. And we should climb back up past this point. All right, that's just how it goes. All right, don't get shaky hands. Don't get scared. We're in a bull run. We're in a bull market, and we're not even like in the full swing of the bull market. We're just getting started. These things are just doing little warm-up reps. They're doing little warm-up laps around the block. Ethereum doing 55% in 12 days. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. All right. That's nothing. That's nothing. So, you know, look, man, if you're looking for a place with some action, if you're trying to make some moves here, you know what I mean? You're in the right spot, because that's what we're trying to do all day over here. This is the wild, wild west. Markets that never close, no halting trading. You know what I mean? Unregulated assets. I mean, come on, man. This is where we're at right here, bro. This is how you trade new technology. It'll never be like this again. Look, we're going to get to a point where Bitcoin and Ethereum and these large market cap coins reach what's called equilibrium pricing. That means that there's a definitive price roughly of how much it costs. And that price can steadily increase over time. But it'll be it'll increase in small increments. We will not have these gigantic, bro. You will not see. This is an insane looking chart. Like anybody in traditional finance would see this over the last 3-4 years, right? And they'd be like, yo, this looks insane. This looks crazy. Look at these swings. Look at these swings. This is craziness. We're going to reach a point where that, you know, it won't look like that anymore. You'll zoom out and it'll probably look closer to, you know, something like this. You know, you look out on a weekly chart, it'll probably look like this. Maybe some crashes, and then for the most part, it's staying pretty steady. You know, you might have a little bit of an increase every now and then, and the chart would generally trend upwards, right? That's what you're gonna get one day. One day, I don't know when that's gonna be. Could be in 5 years, could be in 10 years, could be in 50 years. I have no idea. I have no idea what Bitcoin is gonna be when it starts to settle, what that equilibrium pricing is going to be. I have no clue. Nobody does. But at some point we're going to reach that, and we're going to not have these massive swings. Dude, you have people who put in 5Gs and at the end of the market sell out and are able to buy Lambos and luxury houses at $5,000. You cannot do that anywhere else. You don't have that kind of play anywhere else. Not even close, man. So yeah, man, stick around. If you're in the market, congratulations. You're in the beginning. Don't trip. We may go down, we may go up, but over time we're gonna be going up. That's for sure. So just you know, at least that's my opinion, not financial advice. That's how I see it. If you are unsure about what to do, you have to learn. You just gotta learn, man. Learn. Learn. And then once you learn, bro, once you've gotten rid of the fog of ignorance, right? You'll understand the best move that you can make for you at this time. But yeah, it's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. You know, and I'll see you at the next either crazy run up, take off to the moon, or dump down into the dirt. All right? Be safe. Peace.